took me a little while to get the YouTube live stream going then. Had to fight a little bit. Not a bad thing. Actually, fighting, pushing yourself to that point of mild suffering, where you're battling against your own resistance. This is one of the key ways to get more motivated. I went to an exercise class today called Body Combat, which is this mixed martial arts cardio workout. And I was reminded of the truth, the teaching, that being around other people who are pushing themselves, they're finding that motivation to break a sweat. This helps you to feel more motivated and push yourself harder. You can absorb the energy from other people overcoming challenges, and you can use this energy to make progress in your life. So it's January 2025. I'm in the process of bouncing back after the Christmas break. And my goal is to get myself into the best place I've ever been in by the end of the month. I'm talking physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I want to be firing on all cylinders at my creme de la creme best. And from that place, I want to crack on, have an awesome 2025, and be fully committed, fully immersed in taking action to succeed even further in my life. I'm taking my success incredibly seriously. Happy to train for it, happy to fight to get a YouTube live stream working. Happy to go through challenges that I might have to go through. Something which my late and great mentor said to me, which stuck and helped me out, is that there's two kinds of suffering in life. There's bad suffering and there's good suffering. Okay? Bad suffering. This is where you don't take action towards your goals in life. You chicken out. So you don't get yourself fit and healthy. You don't go out there and find your ideal partner. You don't build your dream personal life. You don't work on your career and do something that you've always wanted to do. You don't push your comfort zone to become the person that you've always wanted to be. When you don't take that action, there's an automatic suffering that comes as a result, as a byproduct. There's an anxiety, a tension, a refrigerator humming that you carry around with you. There's also the self-attack as well. This feeling that you're lazy, lethargic, going through the motions, the feeling that you're being a coward rather than living your best life. There's a bad suffering. To contrast this, thank God as well, there's also a good suffering. This is where you push yourself to join a gym and start to work out. You might not feel like it. You might be opposed to it. You might hate it at the start, but you go anyway. And just for going, you feel better about yourself. And for pushing yourself, you come away feeling good. When you're around people, you face your fear of being yourself. You don't stay in the comfort zone, not speaking up, not holding your ground, not expressing your true self. Instead, you face that fear, you find the courage, you find a way to overcome the fear of truly opening up and being yourself. There's a suffering component to facing the fear, but there's a goodness that comes from it. You feel unstifled, liberated, free. You feel so much better for doing this. Same with the career stuff. When you say, do you know what? I'm going to be a hell of a lot braver and actually pursue something that I want to do. I'm not going to try and please my parents and choose a career that keeps them happy. I'm not going to choose a career just because it pays the bills. I want to do something that I love. If I have to fight for it, then so be it. I'll fight for it. You take action to find your dream career and make progress towards it. That's good suffering. And the great thing with good suffering is that you feel better afterwards. And also afterwards, you're just in a better place. So, good suffering versus bad suffering. You get to choose which one you want to go for. I can't make you choose. You might go for the bad suffering. You might think, well, I get to be lazy. I get to eat food from Dixie Chickens every night. I get to lie in. I get to play video games, binge watch TV shows. I have comfort. You might go for the bad suffering, but I know which suffering I've gone for, the good suffering, and my life is so much better as a result of it. So you get to pick. That's the freedom that you have. What happened to the hungry you, the passionate you, the you that was willing to overcome challenges, make mistakes, fail, and just keep on going? The you that was 100% committed to success. The biggest factor which determines client success from people that I'm coaching is commitment. That's the biggest factor. If you're 50% committed, you're going to get half the results at best of someone that's 100% committed. And lots of psychotherapists, they say that client motivation is the biggest factor. So there's a theme here: commitment and motivation. It requires a lot of courage to be fully committed to success in your life, because you have to face the fear of ultimate failure. That's why. It's easy to be one toe in, one toe out. I remember when I was in high school, nowhere near as brave and confident as I am right now. Very, very, very different times. When I used to do sports day, I would always hold back that little bit. So I'd run the 100 meters at a fast pace, but not my absolute best. And this was because back then, I wanted to be able to tell myself, even if I lost, that I didn't go at my best. So who knows what would have happened if I'd really gone for it. That's how so many people live their life. They're afraid of going for it, then getting beat, failing. But here's the thing: Imagine it's a boxing match. Who would you respect more? A boxer that isn't really committed, just sort of there to get the money, going through the motions, who ultimately gets beat? Or would you respect the guy that puts on a hell of a show, commits 100% to making it a classic bout, an awesome clash, goes all out, and ends up getting beat? Who would you respect more? Probably the guy that was 100% committed. And here's the thing, if you're 100% committed, you're not failing. You may fail in the sense that you lose a battle, but you're winning the war. The war of you versus yourself. The war of you achieving success in the grand scheme of things, the big picture of your life. You're succeeding in that all the time. So you may fail on the night, but you know that you're winning in life. And to go all out and quote unquote fail actually feels kind of good. It feels good to know that you were so brave that you went all out. And even if you did fail, perceived failure, you could learn so much from that failure. You could respond to it in such a way where the next time you're more likely to succeed. Another phrase that my mentor would say to me is fail your way to success. Fail your way to success. Failure is where you learn, where you grow. Yes, you will get rejected. Yes, you will make mistakes. Yes, you'll find out that you're not ready for certain things when you thought you was ready. Yes, you will crumble at times. But a bit like Rocky, who's taken all them hits, you'll keep moving forwards and the success will come. So a lot of successes start off as perceived failures. And people have different trajectories in life. Some people get fast results, fast success, then they tail off. They stop growing as a person. Other people, like me, are dark horses. We start off incredibly slow, making bits of progress 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. But do you know what? We just keep on going, eventually surpassing those people that achieved fast success and fast results. There's no shame in being a dark horse. So what if you're a slow starter? You might be the best finisher out there. You don't know that. It's territory that you haven't tried. And if you break your life down into chapters, who's to say that you don't have this amazing blockbuster of a chapter that's about to come up? Uncertainty can be a blessing as well as a curse. Yes, you don't know what's going to happen in 2025. 2025 could be the worst life of your life, the worst year of your life. It could be. You can't for sure say that this isn't a possibility. It could also be the best year of your life. You might meet your ideal partner in life and land your dream job. That could happen. You can't deny that it's possible. So use uncertainty as a motivator. The only thing that you can be certain of is that while you're living and breathing, you can go for it in life. And when you choose to commit 100%. You push your foot down on that accelerator pedal, take the brake off. You're going for it in life. It feels really, really good. I remember when I went to an event, what one of the guys there said that really stuck in my head, resonated with me. He said that he used to go to the gym in the morning and he'd push himself to the point of mild suffering, sweating, breathing heavy, struggling. He'd get himself into that mild suffering zone. And when he did this, his afternoons and evenings would go so much better. He'd feel more confident in every conversation. He'd be fluent and fluid rather than stifled and tense. And he just felt so much better for doing this good suffering. So the key to motivation is getting yourself around people who are also motivated. Having a purpose that's bigger than your own ego, being willing to fight for it, pushing yourself to the point of mild suffering. Motivation follows action taking, doesn't come before it, it comes after. A bit like when you've been on a roller coaster, you feel motivated to go on it again. It's that it tails after taking action. And there's times where you have to be disciplined and train and do the right things when you really don't feel like it. That's also true. But it's nice to feel motivated in general. If you're fully motivated and fully committed, you're going to make so much progress in your life. And this is one of the big values in being coached. Imagine if you was motivated enough to beat that battle of you versus yourself, you versus your own inner resistance, and you was to take the right actions in a disciplined way every single day and keep it up for a full year, for 2 years, do you think your life would look different? If the answer is yes, that's the value of coaching for you. Client motivation, client commitment, biggest factor is determining success. And the fact that I'm on my journey, this inspires my clients. They know that I want to be the best coach in the world. That's what I'm going for. Happy to take my success very seriously. Happy to put the work in. If you're struggling to wake up and get out of bed when your alarm goes off, you can put your alarm in a different place in your room and you can have a note by your alarm with the reason why you have to get up and be motivated. To be the best at this, to build my dream life, to overcome my anxiety, to achieve my purpose. You can have an inspirational note next to your alarm. Have your alarm not close to your bed. So when it goes off in the morning, you have to walk over to it and you see that note. Oh yeah, that's why I've got to get up. Of course, it requires hard work to turn your life around, achieve your dreams. It's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. If it was easy, every person would be living their dream lives. That's the truth. But it isn't easy. It's obviously super challenging. But just because it's challenging doesn't mean that it isn't doable. It is doable. 100% is. And to make it easier, I've created 2 different meetup groups in Birmingham. The first group, we meet up last Sunday of every month at 2 p.m. We get a coffee, and it's an event designed to get people pushing their comfort zone, taking on their social anxiety, growing in confidence, and going away feeling more motivated than they arrived. For the second group, we meet up 2 to 3 times a month on a Sunday morning. We go for a 30-minute run, then follow this with a supportive coffee social and a chat. In Weight Watchers, they say that people that join are twice as likely to achieve their weight loss goals within a year as people that do it solo. Twice as likely. That's huge. Massive increase in the chances of success. Why is that? Firstly, people that are willing to join a club, they're more committed than people that don't join a club. They're more committed. They're willing to turn up. That's half the battle. The other reasons why it helps people is because there's support there. They don't feel alone. It's easier to achieve your goals in life when you know that there's other people just like you who are going through their sets of challenges. That helps out. That inspirational energy. And there's also the accountability. Knowing that other people are holding you accountable to what you've said, to the goals you've set yourself. So I'm trying to mimic the same thing, but rather than a weight loss goal, a personal growth goal. So I know that getting people to commit, holding them accountable, having them feeling supported and motivated, I know that that's going to improve their results in life. So I have my 2 groups to do that. So the 2 groups and also my private one-to-one coaching. If you want to take the plunge, commit to coaching, you want to really give it a go, send me an email. Before I got coached, I'd hit a breaking point. I was sick and tired of having social anxiety at that time in my life. Feeling stuck, feeling like things weren't going to change. I was sick and tired of being in a job that wasn't right for me. I was sick and tired of not having an amazing social life, being isolated and cut off. Sick and tired of not being able to find a relationship. I was bored, tired of all these things. I'd hit this breaking point where I thought, it's now or never. And I decided to commit fully and go for it, which was the best decision of my life. So if you want to get coached, reach out to me. Send me an email. The format that's most popular for my current batch of clients is to do 1 pay-as-you-go coaching session each month. So we do a 2-hour one-to-one session. This can be a video call or it can be over coffee in Birmingham. You talk about whatever's bothering you, talk about your goals. I help you process your emotions, feel better, feel focused, navigate social situations, keep you on track. And I break down the session afterwards and send you some notes of what to focus on for the next month. It's not easy. There's challenges there. You have to push yourself. Then the next month, we meet up again. We look at the progress you've made and we go again. Same process. And the idea is that for 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever's right for you, you're super motivated, committed, and there's no gimmicks, no BS, no hacks, doing the things that actually work. So you will finish the year a lot more confident than you started. Your life will improve, providing that you're willing to put the work in. No false promises, no BS. This is why I do the pay-as-you-go format. No one's ever trapped. This is why I get my clients to come to my events. There's nothing to hide. I'm a good coach. I get good results. This is why my clients are at my events. There's no scam, there's no BS. So if you're looking to explore the coaching route, you want somebody who is a good person, who's committed, motivated, someone who will focus 100% on helping you out in each session with your anxiety, with your fears, with your lifestyle, your routine, personal relationships with people. Send me an email and we can get started. Also, feel free to email me if you want to ask about my events, if you want a link so that you can join us, attend, meet the group, make some new friends, have fun. Until next time, stay motivated, keep on going, and have an awesome rest of your day.